thank you everybody for coming to Mom's 80th birthday. I would like to start by saying that it's been said that it's the little things that make life worth living, and over the course of 80 years, Mom has experienced a well-lived life and is herself little. I remember many years ago when I was a child, when I first arrived on Brookside Drive in 1975. I think there's a picture of it up there at some point. Yeah. Looking up at Mom and thinking to myself, I thought parents were supposed to be bigger than their kids. I'm not entirely sure where to say with that. I mean, she's, over the course of her life, she has touched many people. Shar used to say that she reveled in her family, but she also reveled in her friends and people that she surrounds herself with, and hopefully she has touched people as much as they have touched her. Thank you again for all being here. Yeah, I figured that I'd start with a short roast, and then pass off to the sisters. Les, do you think that I'm operating, entirely? Oh, she's looking at me very expectantly.
Go ahead.
Les, do you think that I'm operating entirely, winging it? I do actually have a piece of paper with remarks on it. The problem with that, the remarks are a very crudely drawn wing. So yeah, I'm up here sort of
winging it,
free-forming. I guess the last thing that I'd say is I'm sure that Mom has imparted advice to people over the course of her life. One of the things that she said to me was, if you have to stand up in front of a group of people, the best way to, capture their attention is to project. Which is kind of shocking to hear coming from someone who's approximately chest height. Well, okay, fair. But a friend of mine, even James, 6'7" hulk of a man, said that Mom was the most intimidating person that he'd ever spoken to, because she could speak authoritatively on such a wide range of subjects, and at the same time, from about this height, would project directly at you. He said that it was terrifying, honestly. That said, I'm going to pass off to that one.
Thank you. So thank you again so much for being here today. We threw this together much more quickly than you might have realized, with the help of many, many people. And thank you so much for sharing all of your wonderful photos of our mother from over the years. Ultimately, we wanted to raise a toast and share this moment because 80 years is a really long time, and we didn't know how to do it without you. We think most of you know her a little better than us, or in different ways, just by virtue of some of the photos that are out there if you haven't had a chance to look. Tonight I want to say that my mother has taught me many things, but most of all, she has taught me to appreciate the people around me for what they have to offer and their academic or otherwise talents, so that they may be. I very much appreciate my mother's brain. I think many people in here do. The ability to, again, speak on many subjects and always be right somehow. Why do you do it that way? We love you. We are so proud of you, and we are so happy to be here celebrating with you today. And with that, I'm going to raise my glass before I get mushier to, I won't say another 80 years because that might be uncomfortable, but for at least as long as we can have you. We're so happy you are our mother. Thank you. Thank you.
120.
I am not sure that I can top that. But yes, thank you all for coming, all for contributing photos, who was able to contribute photos. If you have photos that you have not yet contributed, don't worry, we have a master plan of an after gift for our mother, and yes, we do, and are still open to photos. If your photos did not make the slideshow, if you didn't get to see them in the back, don't worry, we have all of them, and there's more coming. But on this day, in 1946, the first supercomputer was made in Pennsylvania, at the University of Pennsylvania. And growing up with my mother, that was, well, about the same thing in the 70s and 80s. We had a supercomputer right in the house who knew the answer to everything. There was no almost intelligence AI about it. She was truly intelligent. As you can tell from some of the harder crossword answers, if you had a chance to look at the crossword today. And it's been noted that maybe the glasses frames in the 70s and 80s might have been the size of computer monitors, but things change. And it was intimidating growing up with somebody with such a strong work ethic and such a brilliant mind. But as you can see from all three of us up here, we all took something different from her. We've all become... Okay, two writers, the writers on my slides, disagree, but we've all taken something different of her strengths through the years, and we've all learned different things from her. I've learned her work ethic, and probably how to tolerate a quail if it lives in your house. Although I try not to share wine with it on a regular basis, for those of you who have seen some of the images in the back. But that said, happy birthday to Vivian Mary Whitkin Davis, for those of you looking for crossword answers. And may the next several years be as merry as the next, well, maybe not the last 80? The last 80. So thank you all, and a toast to Vivian.
Here, here. Still locked.
We will have a few, the microphone will be open for toasts during this little dessert thing. Don't worry, there's food to come. But we do have a few things. If you didn't get to see the slideshow, we have a slideshow in the back. There is a goodie bag table on your, well, my right now, most of your left on the way out of here, that has the answers to the crossword puzzle as well as other goodies. There are also some postcards that you can pick up on your way out that are addressed to Vivian, so you can send them from your travels, your home, wherever you'd like. Greetings from 80, and thank you all for coming out and celebrating the life of a lovely woman who I get to call Mom.
It's on?
Yes.
Okay.
Close to
That was magnificent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thank you all for being here. This is a wonderful group of people I've known for a very long time, and not so long, but all of whom I feel I have a close relationship to. And I'm so glad you're all here. And I'm going to thank my kids, I didn't know you could stand up and speak such beautiful. It was absolutely wonderful, and I really appreciate it. And the job they've done. Do you realize how much work they've done with the slides and with the crossword puzzle? And I don't know whether I can do the crossword puzzle, but I'm hoping
You're
I'm
the
able.
only one here who can.
Maybe.
If she can't do it, none of you have any choice.
And I'd like to thank Mary, because
Yes.
she is who made it possible for us to be here at Rocky Fork, one of the most delightful places in Columbus. So thank you.
Great treasure was to be able to do this.
My book group fairly recently, very recently, read an interesting book called Buckeye. When I didn't know anything about it, but the book group, actually I chose it, but one of our rules is we can't have read the book that we offer for the group ahead of time. And I looked at a review, and it said something like a multi-generational epic about Ohio. And I said, okay, well that means that you start with the covered wagons or whatever they had, and you go back to, a couple of centuries, because it's a generational. It's about multi-generational. Turns out the book starts a little before World War II, and I was born immediately after World War II, and it was a big thing that had just happened. And yes, there were several generations in the book, and it was a very interesting book. But it occurred to me at some point that I've been around for what many people consider a while. And I had some wonderful experiences and a wonderful life, wonderful kids, relatives, friends, etc. And am proud of that. And looking forward to more good years. So I just want to say, grow old along with me. The best is yet to be, as the poet said. L'chaim.
We're going to leave the mic open for anybody else who wants to come up and say anything. But you're allowed to have dessert regardless of your choice to come up and use the mic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all for coming and participating.
Heard a lot about Vivian and about her as a person, but Vivian and I have worked together for the better part of 25 years, and the only complaint I ever really had about Vivian was that she was just too modest. And in particular, we had a situation where we ended up going to Cairo, Egypt for the World Bank, and we had a great big entourage there. And it was the Secretary of Commerce, and there the Secretary of Commerce is a big thing. Limousine, they had a red carpet, they rolled out, and the red carpet went from his limo up the stairs, down the stairs, into the conference room, and up to where this podium was. And he spoke. Great. And he was accompanied by all these guards with machine guns. Fine. Then he left. Then we did our technical work, and I spoke. Who cares? But then Vivian spoke. And she spoke, and then right after we were done is when it was going to be lunch. Well, everybody exited the right-hand side of the room. Vivian was on the left-hand side of the room. And all of a sudden I noticed, and we had a camera, you would have seen it, all the women. There wasn't a single woman on the staff of the Secretary of Commerce. There wasn't a single woman who was in the administration of the University of Cairo, which is the biggest university in the world at that time. But all of a sudden, all these women swarmed Vivian. They swarmed her. She was there for half an hour, being gracious as an example of what a successful woman can do. So.